What is up, ladies and gents? It's your boy Lou Streets, and I'm back with another video. And what I want to talk about is the fact that the Mortal Kombat 2 movie trailer is officially being dropped tomorrow at 9 a.m. Pacific time. So I'll be on top of that as soon as it releases. But they're putting a lot of hype into this, right? Let me zoom this in just a tad bit so we can see. Control and plus. No, wrong side. Here we go. Control and plus. Let's zoom this in just a little bit so we can see it. But they've been running a lot of this Johnny Cage promo. As you guys know, Carl Urban from The Boys is going to be Johnny Cage. Now, it is kind of strange because Johnny looks about 30-something in the game. Carl Urban obviously looks older than that, but we have some promo for him. So let's check out some of this stuff. So first off, let's just start off with some of the tweets. So we got the homie Louis Tan right here, you know, the one that plays Sub-Zero, if I'm not mistaken. He says, this is on July 14th. I'm recording this on July 16th. Trailer comes out tomorrow, July 17th, on a Thursday. And so Louis Tan says it's going to be a special week. So following back to MK fans, gamers, cosplayers, who should I follow, right? Next tweet from Ed Boone. Hey, Todd Garner, I think I found the poster and an old DVD with the teaser trailer for the Uncaged Fury movie. So this is pretty much like something they're promoting today, but they're kind of showing this off. You know, Johnny's an actor, obviously, so it's like the OG style of a 90s cover. Big explosions, cool sunglasses. This looks like some of the architecture from like the Taj Mahal or something like that. And then there's a map behind Johnny Cage of the world. So almost as if he's like, you know, like a double agent or something like that, playing in some type of way. Doing like some international type of espionage or international ass kicking or something like that. You know they're gonna make Johnny Cage pretty much be Jean-Claude Van Damme in some type of way, right? Let's keep this going. What else do we have here? MK fans, this is Mashad Brooks, the guy that plays Jax, the actor that plays Jax. I hope you guys are ready for what's coming. They're throwing a lot of sauce on it. Prepare for the return of Johnny F. Cage. The F stands for fantastically handsome. Let's see what this promo says. Uncaged Fury. So it's just pretty much Johnny Cage's background. It says, Jonathan Carlton, known professionally as Johnny Cage, is a martial arts champion, action star, and sunglasses enthusiast. Star of such crucially watched films as A Cage is Born, Center Cage 2, Turn It Off, Ice Cage 2, Meltdown, and the surprisingly heartwarming Bonnie and Cage. Cage is best known for not requiring special effects to pull off his impressive fight scenes. That's actually pretty dope they put that in there. A direct result of his extensive martial arts training and for being incredibly handsome. And then, so here are some shots from the movie. This is a shot right here with Johnny Cage and Jackson Liu Kang in the background. Here's a shot of Katana, and here is a shot of Scorpion. What do they have down here? Awards, best fight in the feature film, best sunglasses, best hair. So clearly they're going to center Johnny around his sense of humor. Quotes is Showtime, I'm Johnny fucking Cage. Nicknames Johnny fucking Cage. Frequently asked questions. How old is Cage? Cage is just a number. Instead of age is just that's pretty funny. Who is Johnny Cage dating? Your mom. What is Johnny Cage's preferred brand of sunglasses? The expensive kind. Who is Johnny Cage's agent? If you find out, please contact Johnny Cage. Sweat-proof, shatterproof, crowd-resistant, his sunglasses down here. So it's just a lot of promo for Johnny Cage. They're pretty much leaning into his humor. As you know, Johnny Cage wasn't in part 1, so they got to make him a big part of part 2, and it seems they're going to go the humorous route to do so. Holy Horse, the Mortal Kombat 2 trailer was incredible. This is Unruly. He saw it early ahead of time. More Johnny Cage promo from Louis Tan. If a dude in a ninja mask shows up at your door with an envelope, it might be this, or you're about to get your ass whooped. Either way, very exciting. Let's see what it says. It's a folder. Johnny Cage, to my #1 fan, you're welcome. What does that paper say? Dear important person, also for your Cage collection, Uncaged Fury is here. You're welcome, Johnny Cage. And here's the cover of Uncaged Fury, which is the trailer we're going to see pretty soon. I just want to watch this other stuff or read this other stuff first. Mortal Kombat family, what character do y'all want to see tomorrow if Todd Garner and New post another poster tomorrow? And then here's the official artwork, October the 24th. So the thing is with this, I'm looking forward to this. I'm one of the few people that actually like the Mortal Kombat 1 movie. I did enjoy it. I mean, did it have some holes in the plot? Of course. Did it escape from the lore somewhat? Of course. But overall, I just enjoyed it because I'm a Mortal Kombat fan. So I thought that the movie was pretty cool. I know some people hated it, but let's go ahead and check out this Johnny Cage teaser trailer. Let's get the volume up. Let me slide it back. Let's maximize it. Make sure it's fit properly to the screen. The only thing that sucks is only in 720p, but let's go ahead and check it out.
From New Line Cinema, the studio that brought you Cool Hand Cage, Hard to Cage, and Rebel Without a Cage.
All his moves got cage in them.
Comes Uncaged Fury, starring Johnny Cage.
It's showtime.
They pissed him off.
It's kind of cheesy on
They
purpose.
fucked with his shades. They should have brought more guys.
The jacket looks really cool.
You should have brought more guys.
It's so silly and over the top.
Uncaged Fury. Coming to a theater near you this October.
Okay, let's watch it one more time. Let's watch it one more time. That was pretty funny. It's just over the top Johnny Cage nonsense.
Cool Hand Cage, Hard to Cage, and Rebel Without a Cage.
I'm not mad at Carl Urban being Johnny Cage. He just looks a little old, but I'm not mad at it.
Starring Johnny Cage.
As long as he can bring the humor.
It's showtime.
They pissed him off.
But this seems like it's cheesy on purpose. Like even the stunts and like the action is not like that dope, but I think it's on purpose. The movie's gonna be much better than this.
You should have brought more guys.
This is just like hyperbolic sense of humor silliness. Even the fact that the rocket was going down and found the helicopter in the sky, it's just silliness.
Uncaged Fury. Coming to a theater near you this.
But the thing is, it's still some cool shit going on. Because I was looking at these articles, right? And one of the articles was talking about the screen testing. Like there's been a screen testing that's been going on not too long ago. And when is this dated? This is back on June 10th. And apparently it's been getting like a lot of support and like people think that it's dope. So it says Mortal Kombat 2 writer claims, we're gonna say claims because we don't know yet, but claims that the test screening reactions were similar to Avengers Endgame. Mortal Kombat 2 is still months away from hitting theaters, but it's already causing a stir. It might be the surprise blockbuster of the year. Early test screenings have left the audience buzzing. According to screenwriter Jeremy Slater, those lucky enough to attend the test screening reacted with explosive energy. Slater compared the audience's reaction to that of Avengers Endgame. This movie serves as a sequel to the Mortal Kombat reboot released in 2021. While plot details remain tightly under wraps, the reactions are signaling that Mortal Kombat 2 isn't just another sequel. It might be something truly massive. Screenwriter Jeremy Slater revealed Mortal Kombat 2 received Avengers Endgame level reaction, a still from Mortal Kombat 2021, and that's pretty much what he says. Mortal Kombat 2, directed by returning Helber Simon McCoy, officially hits theaters on October 24th, 2025. Based on the long-running fighting game franchise by Ed Boon and John Tobias, this movie promises something big. Okay, so he's saying that, right? I was looking at this other article right here, and this is kind of like what my whole point was about what I wanted to see in the movie. Now, this is lengthy, so I'm not going to read it all. I'm going to try to just skip through the parts that I seem to care about. But overall, what I was saying is that the Mortal Kombat the Mortal Kombat 1 movie was cool, but some people had gripes with it. My thing I was saying is they should focus on the tournament. It seems that it's implied they're going to focus on the tournament. Even if you look in the background of this shot where you see Johnny Cage, the background is kind of hard to see. Hold on, let me zoom this in some. Let's zoom it in some. I don't know how well you can see this. The background kind of looks like ruins, which would lead me to think that this could be Shang Tsung's island for the tournament, right? That's what I'm potentially leaning towards or thinking. But let's zoom this out and let's read it just a tad bit. Now the combat continues reads the intro for 1993's Mortal Kombat 2. The Deadpool of the midway game expanded with the roster of new playable fighters like Lin Kuei Warrior Sub-Zero, the Assassin Katana and clone twin sister Melina, former Shaolin monk Kung Lao, Major Jackson Briggs, and the mutant Sarkatan Baraka. The blood-spilling sequel also brought back combatants for 1992's Mortal Kombat, Thunder God Raiden, Shaolin Tournament champion Liu Kang, and Marvel Arts movie star Johnny Cage. Hold up. Is this talking about the game itself? I want to see when it's talking about the movie and the tournament. In MK2, Mortal Kombat, I think this is still talking about the video game, okay? Here's what we got here, okay? In Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat boss Shang Tsung brought the Royals to the outworld dark realm of evil Emperor Shao Kahn to fight in the second contest to determine the fate of the Earth realm. That is what's at stake in the Mortal Kombat 2 movie. This is what I cared about right here. I wanted them to focus on the tournament, and I feel like if you focus on the tournament, you really can't miss. And I don't mean focus on the tournament like a bunch of auxiliary fights. Make the tournament actually be like the main plot of the movie, and then let's see what we got. And it seems that that's what the focus is. So essentially, you're giving an ode to the core fans like me who grew up on this game, and still something that's interesting for the new fans that are younger. Let's keep it going. This is what's at stake in Mortal Kombat 2's movie, which brings Carl Urban's Johnny Cage to the big screen after 2021's Mortal Kombat T's MMA fighter Cole Young's Louis Tan's trip to Hollywood. The nice thing about a franchise like Mortal Kombat is you go into the arcade, put in your quarter, you choose a different character each time, and you having a different adventure each time. I'm trying to like get rid of the filler and just focus on the movie. In a lot of ways, Mortal Kombat lends itself to having new protagonists and new stories in a way other franchises don't. We got a shot of Scorpion in Mortal Kombat 2. His armor looks to be slightly changed. Like the video game, which doubled his roster of playable characters, Mortal Kombat 2 adds newcomers Katana, the Edenian Jade, so Jade's in the movie, Black Art Sorcerer Quan Chi's in the movie, and Shao Kahn as well. After the Outworld sorcerer Shang Tsung sent his forces to preemptively eliminate Earth's champions before the prophesized 10th tournament, including Cole, Liu Kang, Jax, Sonya Blade, and fatalities Kung Lao and Kano, they did die, that's right. The Mortal Kombat tournament will get underway in Mortal Kombat 2. So what I want to know, did they find a way to bring back Kung Lao and Kano, or are they still dead? Because Josh Lawson was a pretty good Kano and was really, really funny in that movie. We came in with certain guideposts that were already in place. Slater says that the first Mortal Kombat, scripted by Greg Russo and David Callahan, from a story by Russo and Oren Uziel. The previous movie promised there was a tournament coming and that Johnny Cage was going to be the part of the story somehow. Those were two things we knew we had to work with and around, okay? I was adamant that we had to have the tournament in this movie. This is the best part right here to me. They're focusing on the tournament. We can't make people wait another movie and then like come back for the finale. Slater continues. It was finding a structure to make the tournament as satisfying as you want it to be, because this had years of build-up. This is all true. It's figuring out who the individual matches are going to be, which characters do you pair off for maximum emotional impact, but also for the most dynamic fights. I know we're gonna get a Shao Kahn and Liu Kang fight. That's gonna happen for sure. Then also, what is the larger story you're telling between the tournament? Slater recognizes that a lot of kung fu and martial arts tournament movies have fight scenes intersped with a lot of sitting around waiting, and no pun intended, killing time between stages. He referring to a video game. It's a video game pun. I was very cognizant of that we need to be telling the story on the margins where there is just as much exciting stuff happening outside of the tournament as inside of the tournament. So you're never bored, and both of these stories are moving the movie forward. Just like Moon Knight 2 and, oh no, it's not like just like Moon Knight 2. The Moon Knight and Godzilla vs. Kong, the new Empire Scribe says. Okay, so here's a shot of Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat 2 with his new and improved armor. This same skin is actually in the game. All the skins from the movie are actually in Mortal Kombat 1 right now. Slater identified the characters who were serviced in the last movie and got a lot of screen time and had a completed arc, meaning they don't require quite as much focus in the sequel. That leads me to think we're not going to get as much focus on Cole. We're not getting as much focus on Cole this time. It's a cast of 20 people. It's very easy for these things to become 3 to 4 hour sprawling epics, so you always have to be judicious in cutting things down and focused on what's the emotional story we're telling and what is the story the audience cares about, he explains. Then making sure you get to those moments that matter, the fights, the fatalities, the surprises, the deaths, that they land and that they are as satisfying as everyone wants them to be. I think we nailed it. It said that at the top too. I think we nailed it. That seems to be like the main takeaway. They said that they got this right. We shouldn't be disappointed. Mortal Kombat 2 had the best stunt team in the business, Slater says. The actors are phenomenal. It's so much funnier and bigger than the first movie. Asked if he takes the actors' own martial arts abilities into consideration while scripting those matchups, Slater says so much of the groundwork was laid by Simon and the casting done on the first movie, including Tan, Lin, and Huang. They are actually world-class martial artists. They are the best of the best, and they can also act, he says. And they are really nice guys and embody their characters. It freed me up in the sense that I didn't have to go, this guy can fight, but he can't act. This guy can act, but he can't fight. It was a group that could do everything. That's really freeing as a writer, because it lets you write the best story for those characters and for those moments. You just trust that a guy like Lewis is talented enough to pull off whatever you need him to do, and he always was. That guy is awesome. Here is a shot of Katana. I don't know why I'm stuttering so much while reading this. While much of the fight choreography was left in the capable hands of fight coordinator Malay Kim from Shang-Chi and Legend of the Ten Rings, from Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, and Michael Laird, the Continental from the world of John Wick. Slater's job was to tell the emotional story and sell the big beats on the page. I know in my head, here's the big gags, here's the gore gags, here's the part where the audience thinks it's going to go this way and we're going to flip it on its head, Slater says. You can track it out there and you come up with your own gags. Some of those gags that I came up with made it into the movie. Some of them are the process of them handing the 2 pages of script off to the stunt team and the stunt team to start imagining. They start coming up with new ways of, oh, wouldn't it be cool if this guy used his powers here? Maybe he bounces off this guy. There were their homemade costumes and they go into the warehouse full of boxes. They start building these fight scenes off them miming. Here's what it could look like, okay? As McCoy worked with the stunt team to develop the combat of Mortal Kombat, each time the stunt performers would just come back with something bigger and crazier. The stuff that was on the page I was proud of, but the stuff that is finished in the movie is so much better and more epic than what I came up with. Slater has proven his fan cred before, having developed the comic book-based Netflix series The Umbrella Academy, and creating the Marvel Disney series Moon Knight, as well as the Exorcist TV series. He co-wrote Godzilla and Kong: The New Empire, and if the MonsterVerse brawler felt like a beat 'em up in a video game that was by design, Slater is a hardcore fan of Mortal Kombat. I'm a huge gamer, and Mortal Kombat was one of those games where I had to beg my parents to buy me a Genesis. In the Genesis version, there was actual blood. That's very true. I had Super Nintendo. I was jealous about this. The code was ABAC-ABB to get the blood. I still remember that to this day. ABAC-ABB to get the blood on Sega Genesis. And in the Super Nintendo version, when you punch people, white sweat flew off them. I was like, you have to have the blood. I pumped so many damn quarters into that machine. How much longer is this? I don't want to read all this, okay? We at the bottom. During a visit to the Australian set during a brief round of reshoots last year, Slater was fortunate enough to have the genuinely surreal experience of meeting the cast decked out in costume. Look through my phone, there's pictures of me next to Raiden, Katana, and Baraka. If I could go back in time to that 13-year-old me who was standing in that Pizza Hut with his roller quarters, waiting to put his quarter down for the next game and be like, someday you're going to be taking pictures with the real-life versions of these characters and be a small part in bringing them to life. It's a tremendous honor and incredibly cool. It was one of those days where you're just pinching yourself. Wow, I just had a full conversation with Liu Kang in his warrior robes. Then you watch him walk out and beat the ever-living shit out of someone with one of the craziest moves you've ever seen. While 2021's Mortal Kombat reboot opened simultaneously in theaters and on HBO Max, going to gross just $84 million at the global box office mid-pandemic. They throwing some sauce on it. That did happen. They trying to pretty much make an excuse for it. The sequel will be getting an exclusive theatrical release in IMAX. I'm so excited for people to see this movie. Slater says of his very first video game adaptation, it's been done for a while. The movie's been done for a while. We've been waiting for the right release date and waiting for the right window. I have been to those test screenings, which are full of Mortal Kombat fans, and watching them react in a way I reacted to Avengers Endgame. They were cheering and jumping out of their seats. Every joke is landing and they're loving it. It's one of the greatest moments of my life, and that's why I got into this business. So they've kind of made, I don't want to call it pressure. I think that it's going to be a good movie. I wonder what you guys expect in the comments. Like, I think it's going to be a good movie, but then again, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 1. So, like, I'm not really upset at all the sauce they're throwing on it. And the Johnny Cage stuff is pretty funny, right? There's one more thing I had bookmarked here. MK2 had the best stunt team in the business. The actors. Okay, this is pretty much the same thing that I read in that main write from Jeremy Slater. So that's pretty much what that was. But overall, I think this is going to be great. Let's check out the Johnny Cage silly stuff one more time. But let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? I personally think this is going to be great. I hope the trailer delivers, but I hope it don't give away too much. Like, I hope we see, the main thing that I hope for in the trailer is that they make it really clear who has the dope costumes. I want to see costumes that look authentic to the game. I don't want to see any giveaways on who gets killed. I want to see some special moves from certain characters. What would be really sweet is if they showed us deleted cuts of stuff that characters were going to do that they decided not to keep, and had some even better stuff in the movie. Because you saw in the report, he said, what I had wrote down, the stunt team came up with something even better. So overall, I think this is going to deliver. I'm excited. It comes out a week before Halloween. I wonder what made them pick near Halloween of all dates. Because this feels like a summer blockbuster, right? But it's the summer right now when they're releasing the trailer. But overall, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you excited about the Mortal Kombat 2 movie? Personally, I think it's going to be a smash. Recently, I went to go see the new Mission Impossible movie. And I also went to go see Sinners at the theaters, and it feels like that the movies are just making a comeback in general for people to be excited about going to the theater. So I'm really looking forward to this. Let's watch the silly Johnny Cage thing one more time, and I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about the actual upcoming trailer and about the movie. Are you excited? Do you look forward to it? Do you think it's gonna bomb, or do you think it's gonna be a smash? Me personally, I'm rooting for it, but I like part one. I know some of you guys didn't like it, but I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to part two. We're gonna watch this trailer, then I'm gonna end the video right there. One more time for Johnny Cage. Let's rewind it. One more time.
From New Line Cinema,
So
the
cheesy.
studio that brought you Cool Hand Cage, Hard to Cage, and Rebel Without a Cage, comes Uncaged Fury, starring Johnny Cage.
It's showtime.
They pissed him off.
I know his fight gonna be so much better than this in the real movie. This
They
looks cheesy on
fucked with
purpose.
his shades.
This is just for comedy purposes.
They should have brought more guys.
Even the sound effects sound kind of booty, like it's on purpose. It's not a lot of impact. The old film filter on it and everything, they're doing this on purpose just to be cheesy. Like for it to blow up in the air and the explosion be on the ground, they're just being silly.
Coming to a theater near you this October.
All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Let me know in the comments what you think. Are you excited about the trailer? Do you think Mortal Kombat 2 will be great? Let me know what you guys think. Till the next time, it's your boy Streets. I am out. Peace. We made John Cena.